Hey, hope you guys are doing well. As you guys can assume or guess from the title of this video, I'm gonna explore whether or not the iPad Pro can take decent or maybe even arguably nice or good portraits. I'm gonna ask my friends those two questions. Have they ever taken photos using an iPad? And then do they think or believe that an iPad is a capable enough camera to take good portraits on? For those that are curious, this is an 11-inch iPad Pro that is the 2020 model. So it's the second gen. So it's about a year and a half old now. All right, here are my friends.
Focus on my eye.
All right. I don't know why I'm laughing. I don't know why.
Because you haven't told me what we're recording.
Don't look at this.
I'm sorry.
You're cheating. I just have actually two questions for you. So my first question is, have you ever taken photos using an iPad before?
I have taken photos using an iPad before.
You have?
But just because I was sitting there on my couch using my iPad and my kids were there, and it's very funny to do. But no, not really.
Okay, so because you haven't maybe tested the limits of whatever iPad you have.
Correct.
My second question is, and this is the more important question that I want to answer in this video is, do you think the iPad Pro is a capable camera for photography? Do you think that you could take decent portraits on an iPad Pro?
Decent, yeah. I believe you could take decent portraits or photos on an iPad Pro. What I think an iPad camera is just like a slightly less updated version of the iPhone camera. And I believe the iPhone cameras have been great for a while. So if it's slightly less as good as than the brand new iPhone, I'm sure they're great.
I think in the same vein, I think the only difference will be the actual experience of taking photos on such a big device.
But it might be awesome to like compose it and stuff. There's no world we live in that we're actually taking photos that big. We're either looking through an iFinder, a viewfinder. I look through the iFinder all the time when I'm taking pictures professionally.
That's the question that I'm going to answer in today's video is, can the iPad Pro take decent portraits? And we're going to find out.
That's awesome. Cool.
I'm going to use you again later as a subject.
He uses me for my body.
It's true. Okay.
LOL. Awesome. That's fun.
Hello, I'm talking into the mic.
You already know to look into the lens because you're a veteran.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a good reminder.
I just have two questions I want to ask you. The first question is, have you ever taken photos on an iPad?
Yes.
You have?
Yeah.
Mike said yes too.
Yes.
In what circumstance have you taken photos on an iPad?
It was when I was a classroom teacher and we used iPads in the classroom.
Have you seen people take photos on iPads?
Yes.
Where have you seen that?
At weddings.
Okay.
I mean, I really haven't seen it much recently.
Lately, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like 5 years ago, there was always like that uncle in the corner with the iPad, just like.
Both when you took photos on an iPad in the classroom setting, do you think an iPad, I have an iPad Pro, is capable of taking decent or good portraits?
Do I think it does?
Uh-huh.
I would assume it does.
You think so?
I think it would.
Why'd you hesitate when you answered that?
I don't know, because I haven't, nobody talks about that.
That's what I'm going to test out today. I'm going to see if my iPad Pro, that's a 2020 version, so second gen, can take good or decent portraits. That's the video.
That's a great idea. Does it have portrait mode?
I don't know. I honestly, it's got two cameras.
It has to have portrait mode. It's going to be awesome.
You think so?
Yeah, it's going to be like iPhone photos.
It'll just be weird. It'll just be cumbersome taking it on an iPad.
Yeah, but it might actually be awesome.
Okay, perfect.
You're going to start a trend.
Oh my gosh.
This is like the new way to do street photography.
On street photography?
It's unassuming, kind of.
It is, because you're just like...
You're like on the train,
that's
looking
hilarious.
like you're reading something or doing something.
Eric just gave me another video idea. Street photography.
With an iPad.
Boom. That'll be actually a really funny video.
Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Cool. You should go film your video now.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm nervous.
All right. So Braxton is interviewee number 3.
You blank.
I did. I told the other guys this. You just make sure you look into the lens.
Okay.
because that last video we all made together, everyone was looking at the
Everyone looked at
monitor.
the monitor.
Okay, and I really just have 2-ish questions for you. The first question is, have you taken portraits using an iPad?
Never in my life.
Okay, so that's a fair response. My second question is, do you think that an iPad can take good or decent portraits?
I think it 100,000% depends on the person using the iPad.
Then I've got some pressure on me then, because that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna take portraits using my iPad Pro of you guys, and I'm gonna see if I can take decent or even maybe good portraits of you guys on an iPad.
I think it's possible. I just think that part of, this thing that we do that we do for a living, part of it is using a camera. Like, it's just like that extension of our hands, like using an actual physical camera. There's just something about it that connects you more to photography. And
Wait, hold on.
that makes sense.
No, that does make sense to me. So are you saying then me taking photos like this is not a good user experience for a photographer to take photos and video?
As a user experience, it's awful. Can you imagine lugging that thing around all day?
I do think the camera is gonna be pretty decent. My concern is gonna be lugging around an iPad with an 11-inch screen.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool, thank you. That's perfect. Oh, hello.
Oh, sorry.
What's up, dude? Okay, so I'm filming right now, and
Yes, you are.
I'm working on another YouTube video. And I've already asked all the guys these set of questions, and I wanted to ask you too. My first question is, very quickly, have you ever taken photos or portraits using an iPad?
Have I ever taken photos or portraits using an iPad? I don't have any children that have concerts that I can use an iPad to block the view of other people. So no, I don't think I have.
That's fair. That's a good point too. My second question then, as a follow-up, is: do you think that the iPad, specifically the iPad Pro 2nd gen that I have, can take decent, or dare I say, good portraits?
Absolutely. I think it feels funny to hold a screen of that size and take a photo with it, but it's the same camera that you find in the phones. So there's no reason why it shouldn't be just as good. And I'd argue that if you're doing everything on the iPad already, the editing experience is going to be nicer than if you were using a phone to edit. So if you're out there snapping a couple photos on your iPad and then editing them, the editing experience would definitely be better.
Yeah, I'm gonna find out today, because I'm gonna start taking some portraits of the guys here and see how it goes.
Can't wait. That sounds great, man. Good luck today. Good luck with the portraits. Have fun with it. And excited to see the video, man. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Ooh, wow, that looks really good. Yeah, that looks great. I love that.
Bean, you are the last person I'm asking these questions to. So I'm working on a YouTube video today, and I've asked basically everyone in the studio these 2 questions. So the first question is, have you ever taken photos using an iPad?
No. Wait, no, I have.
Okay.
It was in college when I bought an iPad.
Why'd you take, was it for the purpose of actually taking photos, or were you just messing around?
I was taking photos of notes because I didn't want to take notes down.
Okay,
so
not portraits though,
No,
just
not
photos.
portraits.
Okay,
Literally just dumb classroom photos.
that's fair. Okay, my second follow-up question then is, do you think the iPad, specifically the iPad Pro that I have, can take decent, or dare I say good, portraits?
Oh, for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, it's the same cameras as the iPhones, if not better cameras. Then it's gonna probably slap. I've never seen photos out of an iPad to look good, so I wonder if you have done that. And that's why you're.
I have never taken portraits or photos on this iPad, or really any iPad, for any specific reason outside of what you're saying. If it's just on me and I'm using it to take no, that's not true. I've never taken photos on an iPad. It's always been on my phone. So I'm curious today too, as I basically take portraits in the studio of some of the guys, if the iPad can take good portraits.
Yeah.
Thank you for your thoughts. And so we're just gonna cut to now taking photos on the iPad and see how they look. So I'll see you guys afterwards. Roasted.
Roasted.
Cool. Thank you. This is how you clean the screen of your iPads, just so that you guys know, okay? Dude, this thing is so uncomfortable to hold. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it looks cool seeing on a big screen though. 1, 2, 3. I don't know. 3, 2, 1. Let's try portrait mode. Oh my gosh! He was looking at me. Oh, is portrait mode only on this? No way.
Is portrait mode only facing camera?
Do I need to take it like this? Hold on, ready? Let's. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Do I look ridiculous? I feel ridiculous. Alright. Can you look over? Alright, last photo. You can do whatever you want to do. Ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We'll flip. What I was testing was actually with Mike, what the camera looks like with natural light. With Braxton though, I actually want to switch to using a light source, an external light source, to see if that helps with the images and if maybe having some extra light helps with the sensor as well. So let's try that out. That's it. Hello.
Tell me wrong.
Maybe Apple won't sponsor me anymore because I'm doing this for their screen. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Let's share. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So now Braxton's right in front of the light. Let's see. Perfect. So that's with using a light source. So I'm curious to see if the images will look any different from when I took photos of Mike. And then I think that's good, right? That's good. That's good to test it out. Are you zoomed in or are you wide right now? Because I'm concerned that you're zoomed in. Is he zoomed in right now?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, good.
Now he is.
You are? Okay. Well, this last test is going to be just seeing using the flash, if that makes the images look cool or if it's just terrible. So I'm going to take some last few photos of Mike here in this dark room using a flash and we'll see how they turn out. It's different. Can I view crossing arms in the front? I am really curious what these look like, so let's go look at them. Is my face exposed properly?
Yes.
Are the highlights going out? Does it look moody? Does it look dramatic?
Yes.
Are you zoomed in? Oh man! I have all the images on my iPad because that's where I took the photos, and I'm going to actually very quickly edit them on the iPad in Visco, make some tweaks, make some adjustments, and then we'll look at the photos together and I'll give you my final thoughts. So I'm gonna time lapse this portion because you don't want to watch me editing these in real time, but yeah, I'll see you after I'm done editing. I'll be honest, I'm pretty shocked at how decent they look. So I'm gonna show you guys the images right now and then we'll touch base afterwards. So what do you guys think? Do the photos look decent? Do they look okay? Are you surprised by the photos? With the iPad, I will say I am still surprised by the capabilities of the iPad taking photos, and that combination of the camera itself and then being able to control exposure and then the editing all in Visco making it very super quick and easy. I had an inkling that the photos would look pretty decent from the iPad, but now after taking the photos, I think that inkling is confirmed. So I think a lot of it is with good light as well. As you guys saw when we were in that dark room taking photos with the flash on the iPad, in low light, at least this iPad Pro struggles in focusing. As far as the original premise of this video, does the iPad Pro or can the iPad Pro take decent or good portraits? My simple answer would be yes. Again, let me know what you think. And I would be very curious if any of you have taken portraits or photos on an iPad. And as I've mentioned in the past couple weeks, I'm being very open in the fact that I am trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. And so I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed to this video. Yeah, I would love to make more videos regarding the iPad or iPhones and just the capabilities of the cameras. So you guys let me know if you guys have any questions. But otherwise, again, thank you for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.